So let's talk about how the operating system deals with peripherals. Peripherals are all those devices which are attached to your computer for input and output. So printers, keyboards, mice, all of those sorts of things are peripherals. Well, an operating system obviously has to manage these somehow, and it uses a thing called a device driver. And device drivers are specific to both the device and to the operating system. Which from now on we will just write as OS. So you have a device driver, and if you have a device for a Mac machine and for a Windows machine, it will require a different driver. Nowadays you often see this as, you don't see this, because the device drivers are embedded inside the device and download onto the operating system, or are seamlessly downloaded from the internet. But occasionally you do have problems where a device driver can't be found for your particular operating system and device. The way a device works is this: you have your computer and your peripheral over here. When the peripheral is used, it sends a signal to your computer, to the CPU, which says, I would like to use this computer's memory and processing at this time. That signal is called an interrupt. It's a very important concept, this interrupt. And the reason it's important is because the code that's sent is specific for that operating system that's loaded onto that computer. So if you have a device driver which is incorrect, the interrupt code will not be recognized by the operating system and will cause problems when you're trying to use the device. In addition to just the simple idea of an interrupt and device drivers, you also find that most operating systems have a thing called an applet. And what an applet does is it works on the operating system to allow you to modify the way the peripheral is being used. So it's like a way of programming the peripheral to do the things, or at least work in a limited way that's more able to be customized by you. So some key principles here, just to go back over them. Peripherals, which are the input and output devices on your computer, require device drivers. Those device drivers are specific to both the device and the operating system. When the reason they're specific is because when they are talking to the operating system, they send an interrupt, a code which says, please start dealing with my requests to the operating system or the computer. And these device drivers, or the way these devices operate, can be customized by an applet inside your operating system.